Hi guys, welcome back to this week's My Weekly Rage Fix. As always, hope you all had a great week. Again, I just want everybody to keep in mind the fighting that's going on in Israel. Hashem should help out all our brothers who are fearing for their lives in Israel, and our prayers should be with them. In this week's Torah parasha, Parshas Pinchas, we see an incredible statement that Hashem said to Moses, our great leader. That statement was that because you, Moses, rebelled against me, therefore you will die in this wilderness, the wilderness of sin, and you will not be able to go into the land of Israel to be buried there. And everybody wonders, how is it that Moses, the greatest of all people, how did he not merit to be able to go into the land? Moses, of anybody that ever deserved 40 years with the Jews in the desert, leading them, how was he not able to go into the land? And his sin, what was even his sin? The Torah doesn't actually state, specifically, explicitly what his sin was. It says, because you have failed, because you rebelled against me, you did not sanctify my name, you will not go in. It doesn't exactly say what the sin is. In fact, our sages have a disagreement as far as what the sin was. So, and if it was something that was outright, the Torah would have said it explicitly. So, why did Hashem, this is obviously Hashem's plan, that Moses not go in, but what was the reason for that? Perhaps we can state two reasons, which are great lessons for us. Moses, as we know, was the greatest person ever to live. And we're learning this lesson that even great people can sin. Meaning, we ourselves, we can think that we're good people, and our own self-love for ourselves kind of causes us to be blind that I don't do anything wrong. But if we keep Moses in our mind, if he can do something wrong, then I can do something wrong. It allows us to take self-introspection and allows us to be humble. If Moses himself can sin, as it were, then why should I be any greater than him? How can I be any greater than him? We can't be. But we're learning that it's nothing wrong with sinning as long as we do the right thing with the sin by repenting. So we shouldn't think that it's such a shortcoming of us to admit that we even sinned. And it helps us deal with ourselves and with other people. It helps other people deal with us. But possibly a second reason that I wanted to share with you as well is it's as if Moshe is the paragon of our existence in exile. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they were buried in the land of Israel. And that represents a certain time and when Mashiach will come and we will live there. But Moses, the greatest leader, our leader, who led the Jewish people, who gave us the Torah, he's buried outside of Israel, as if hinting towards our existence in exile. And our years in Israel are far less than our years outside of Israel. And Moses stands for us as a paragon of encouragement. It's as if Moses being there, it's Hashem's way of consoling us and saying, Moses didn't either go into Israel. And he wasn't either around to enjoy the greatness of what it means to be living in a peaceful way in Israel. So we can take consolation from that we kind of have Moses with us in exile. And by the way, the Jews in Israel are also still in exile. As long as Mashiach is not here, and as long as the temple is not here, we're all still in exile, regardless of where we actually live. But Moses didn't enjoy a free and peaceful existence in which the Jewish people can just serve Hashem in Israel. And for us, that's a consolation that Moses is still with us in our exile, and we can continue to go on and be strong in our faith and our trust in Hashem. I wish you all a great Shabbos. Thank you for listening, and I will talk to you next week. Bye-bye.